Hi everybody, it's Denise from Croneposse, and I'm just checking in today and trying to record vlog number 3, and I've deleted 2 versions already. Let's face it, what do you do when life becomes too much to bear and you've just got too much that's going on that you just cannot handle, and it's not positive. And despite your best efforts, nothing works. What do you do? What do you do? I don't know what to do. I can only come here, and I'm going to share some of what's going on here. And I don't expect pity, and I don't expect any empathy, that's for sure. But it's negative. It's not YouTube positive, and there's no. It's a gray area, I guess, is kind of what I'm dealing with. So, first of all, there's immigration issues in my relationship, and it's taken years for us to finally get to the final stage of where we're at. And now, at this stage of the game, we're waiting to get an appointment to go to Ciudad Juarez so that my husband can hopefully return back here with a green card. But there's no guarantee. We've already been told, despite the years of 20-something years of marriage, it won't guarantee whether he will actually get the green card and be allowed to come back, or if he'll be held back there. So it's just been so many years, and I'm 63 now, and I was counting on my husband being able to work full-time at a proper job here in the U.S., like for the union, and that we would be saving for retirement at this point. And I don't see that happening. Now they're telling us that we probably won't have our appointment before 2026. And it turns out that Joe Biden has got this bill pending that could possibly, if it passes and if it doesn't get struck down later, within 3 months, possibly to 3 years, my husband could have a permit to work and wouldn't have to go to Ciudad Juarez to update his status. The problem with that is we've already paid for that portion of the case, and we paid for those permits to be filed. And so what they're trying to do now is he's trying to sell this extra process to my husband, and with no guarantees. So they want us to pay $4,500 for this extra process, which could be struck down, and they would still be doing the work, they claim, to get the process in motion if it should go through. But if it doesn't go through, they will still take the money and you won't get a refund, because them's the breaks. And it just seemed like a money grab to me. And it felt bad because my husband and I are getting pretty desperate. And it just feels like being stabbed in the back yet again. And I'm sick of people trying to take advantage when you try to go to them honestly, and it certainly isn't easy to put your desperation on the table, and perhaps trying to get a little bit of sympathy and empathy for them. Not a free ride, not a poor me moment. It's frustrating. I don't have a lot of resources, despite being there for other people and being their listening post and their coach. There's very little empathy and very little caring and very little interest in my immediate family and my immediate circle, such as it is. And I don't have friends. I've learned over the years, the last few years, friendships extended as much as I could help the other person. When it came to something I needed, including watch time or listen time, that was out of the question. So I just learned that I didn't want one-way friendships where I was always the person calling them and listening to them and taking them out and buying them this and being there for them. Everything was so one way and one-sided. So I'm sure it's all my fault somehow. And I'm a bad person by trying to do this and manipulate people into caring about me by being there for them. So, oh well, another reason for me to make myself wrong or to assign myself blame. And I just don't think that's the answer. And so I'm looking down the pike, and despite, a long marriage and being, faithful to my husband and trying to be there for him as best I can, I feel like I've abandoned myself. And the future financially doesn't look great for me. Even though I've applied for Social Security, I still will need to be working, at least if I could find something for the next 3 years. And so there's no reason why I should not be working now, as I have viable skills and they're proven. So I don't understand why I'm unable to get a job, despite applications, interviews, second interviews. So I'm just starting to feel screwed over and hopeless. And it doesn't matter how much I, try to bounce back, but I end up crushed. And just, I feel destroyed by this process. It's making me feel hopeless, and it's making me feel like it's just too much to bear. And when I feel the most, destructive, I guess, and the most sad, then my husband comes and dumps some other drama from whatever he's dealing with on me, and it's just too much. I'm getting to the point where I was a strong woman at one point, but now I'm broken, and I have no place to turn. Wow, good job. I mean, what am I supposed to do with all this? Be grateful? I mean, I'm grateful for my health, and I have to thank myself for that, because I take the steps that I should be taking for myself, care, by meditating and exercising on a daily basis, and trying to be there for myself by applying for jobs and I can only do so much. But if it's just constant negativity and it's constant upsets and it's constant disappointment, I have no place to turn to. I have nothing to turn to. So maybe somebody out there will take a chance and listen to this. Maybe somebody will have some answers or have some suggestions. But I know a lot. And I've been successful as a coach in helping other people, reach their goals. And I just wish that some of what I knew I could apply to my situation. But despite savings, despite being careful with money and living frugally and living below my means, I'm still in a position where it's just month to month and I could lose my place at any time. And nobody cares. Everybody's just waiting for me to pull some money out of my ass somehow. So it's just, I'm feeling angry and sad, and I wish this was positive, which is what I wanted to share, but I think there's other people out there that are dealing with similar to what I'm going through. So you are not alone. There's other people that are like myself that are really seeing the end of the tunnel, and it looks like holy hell, despite my best efforts. Over and out.